Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Tanner, and I'm so excited to be here with all of you again. Today, we are going to talk about friendship. Raise your hand if you love having friends. Perfect. I do too. Now, raise your hand if you love being a friend. Great. Friendship is wonderful, isn't it? The amazing thing about friends is that sometimes they are a lot like us, but sometimes they're also very different from us. Oh, hey, speaking of friends, it's Carmen the Cool Cat. Hey, Carmen, what are you up to?
Hey, Mr. T. Hi, everyone. Actually, I'm looking for my friend Sonia. Have you seen her?
Who's Sonia?
Sonia is my friend. I have looked everywhere for her.
Well, what does Sonia look like?
She looks like my friend. You know, exactly like me.
I haven't seen Sonia, but I think you're confused, Carmen. I have lots of friends, but most of them aren't furry and spotted. Friends are not always the same.
Sonia and I are the same. We are exactly perfectly the same. Do you want to hear a poem I wrote about Sonia and myself?
Well, sure, Carmen.
Sonia likes milk, which I also adore. Sonia likes fish, and I always want more. Sonia and I both have big spots, as you see, and we are not skaters, both smart as can be. Sonia and Carmen are so much the same. Some people call us by each other's name. Sonia and I share the same favorite tree, and I like her because she's exactly like me.
Thank you, Carmen. What a nice poem. Some friends are very much alike. They get along great because they enjoy doing the same things. They like to dress alike, eat the same foods, and play the same games. You and Sonia are like that, Carmen. But other friends are complete opposites. Raise your hand if you know what the word opposite means. Awesome. Yeah, you guys are all so smart. Now, let's do an activity with Carmen to help her learn what the word opposite means. Carmen, I'm going to say some words, and I want you to try and think of the opposite of each word. Class, feel free to quietly help Carmen out if she needs it. Are you ready?
Okay, sounds perfect.
All right, Carmen. What is the opposite of tall?
Well, that's easy. Short.
Very, very good. Okay. What about talkative?
What about quiet?
Very good, very good. How about boy?
Girl.
Awesome. Yeah, that's right. Here's another one. How about what is the opposite of young?
Ooh, I know. Old.
Perfect. Okay, try this one. What is the opposite of left?
Would the opposite of left be right?
Very good. You got it, Carmen. Okay, last one. What is the opposite of cat?
Too easy. The opposite of cat is dog. I guess you're right. Sonia and I are a lot alike, but we have some differences too. I like roller coasters and Ferris wheels, but Sonia is a scaredy cat. She only rides kitty rides. We both like to read, but I like joke books, and Sonia likes to read adventure stories. There is another difference too. Sonia likes to whistle, but I would rather sing.
That's right, Carmen. Even friends who are very much alike are different in some ways. And many friends are very different from each other.
I have other friends who are very different from me. Come to think of it, I even have a friend of mine who was a dog, a boy dog.
Yeah, cats and dogs and boys and girls are very different, but they can still be good friends.
Do you want to hear a story about how I met my dog friend?
Yeah, we would like that very much, Carmen.
Here is a book that tells how we met. We are so different. I couldn't imagine that we would ever be friends. But you can read this book and find out how our friendship began.
Thanks, Carmen. Why don't you have a seat and I'll read the book to the class. All right, everyone. This book is called Carmen and Wagner Make Friends. Are you ready? Okay. Once there was a cat named Carmen. Carmen liked to read, to roller skate, and to tell jokes. Hey, Sonia, she said one day to her friend. Do you know why you can never go hungry on the beach? No, said Sonia. Why can you never go hungry on the beach? Carmen smiled. Because, she said, you can always eat the sand which is there. Get it? You can always eat the sandwiches there. Sonia laughed. Carmen, you're so funny. I like to tell jokes, said Carmen. Just then, two dogs walked by. Their names were Wagner and Mitch. Wagner liked to tell jokes too. Hey, Mitch, Wagner said to his friend. Do you know why you can never go hungry on the beach? No, said Mitch. Why can you never go hungry on the beach? Wagner opened up his mouth, but before he could say anything, Carmen said, You can always eat the sandwiches there. Mitch laughed. You can always eat the sandwiches there. That's a pretty good joke, he said. Wagner frowned at Carmen. That was my pretty good joke, he said. I'm sorry, said Carmen. I just like to tell jokes. You two would make a pretty good comedy team, said Mitch. I don't even know her, said Wagner. Besides, she's a cat. Well, you're a dog, said Carmen. I can't imagine having a dog for a friend. Mitch looked at Carmen, then at Wagner. Then she saw Sonia. Would you like to go to the store with me and get a box of puppy chow? He asked. Sure, said Sonia. But let's get some milk too. And off they went. Carmen and Wagner stood next to each other. They didn't say anything for about a minute. Then Carmen said, What do you know about cats anyway? Wagner put his paws on his hips. What do I know about cats? I know plenty about cats. Cats have long claws and they scratch you. They sleep all the time. And, he said, they never listen to you. Said Carmen. So that's what you know about cats. Let's see. You said that cats scratch you, right? Right, said Wagner. Well, said Carmen. Well, what? Said Wagner. Well, I haven't scratched you, asked Carmen. Wagner frowned. Well, no, I guess not. And let's see, said Carmen. You said that cats sleep all the time, right? Yeah, I guess so, said Wagner. But I'm not sleeping now, am I? Asked Carmen. No, said Wagner. Carmen scratched her head. Let me think, she said. What was the last thing that you said you knew about cats? Oh, I remember. You said that cats never listen to you. Well, what I meant was, but I'm listening to you right now, aren't I? Said Carmen. Well, sure you are, but well, what do you know about dogs? Asked Wagner. What do I know about dogs? They're very smart, They're very friendly, and some of them like to tell jokes. Huh, said Wagner. Then he thought about what Carmen said. Oh, well, maybe not that smart sometimes. Then they both started laughing. I'm sorry, said Wagner. I guess I really don't know that much about cats. That's okay, said Carmen. I'll tell you what. I won't tell any dog jokes if you won't tell any cat jokes. It's a deal, said Wagner. Let's shake on it. Careful, said Carmen, holding out her paw. I don't want to scratch you. Scratch me, said Wagner. Then he laughed. Another joke? He said. I guess so, said Carmen, smiling. Maybe, said Wagner. Maybe we can become friends. What do you think? I don't know, said Carmen. My friends do fun things with me. They're nice to me too. Well, my friends are nice to me too, said Wagner. And they go with me to the library and look up more jokes. Well, said Carmen as she started to walk to the library with Wagner, I guess that this cat and this dog are going to be friends after all. Well, that was such a wonderful story, Carmen.
It really is. And Wagner is such a great friend.
Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that story and that you will go out and be a friend to others no matter how differently they might be from you. That's all for today, class, and I already can't wait to see you all next time. Tell everybody bye, Carmen.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you have a perfect day.
Bye, class.